Take just a moment and think about your specific person. What did you think just then? Was it something good or was it something bad? I really hope it was something good because, believe it or not, your specific people, or anyone that you're trying to manifest for that matter, does pick up on your thoughts. Think of it like energetic Wi-Fi, and your thoughts are like a text. So you write out a text, you click send, they get it. Now, the way that it actually works when it comes to your thoughts is like that written out text. Thinking something loving is just a loving text. Your subconscious mind essentially sends that signal out to them, to which they pick up on as though you had just sent them a text. Now, what they pick up on can vary depending on the specifics, but it is always in alignment with what you have been thinking. What I mean by that is, if you've been thinking loving, joyful thoughts about your wedding anniversary, they may not necessarily pick up exactly on the wedding anniversary, but they'll pick up on joy, love, peace, or whatever the general ballpark of those thoughts are, and start having them themselves in one form or another. So they may not necessarily think about the wedding anniversary, but they could think about how much they love being married to you, for example. Or they could think about how much they like seeing that wedding ring on your hand, for example. The general ballpark is that of the topic of the thoughts or the energies that are transmitted through them. The specifics will vary. Now, the reason why I say that is because I have tested this with Katie and with a few other instances where I thought about something positive specifically in the order to test, and Katie shortly after will mention about how she was thinking about something in that general vein. I've also tested it with something negative, and same sort of thing. The negative test, for example, was when I was thinking about our breakup, and Katie came back and basically started telling me about how she was thinking about a few arguments that we had had and how she felt that they had never really been resolved in the way that she had wanted them. Different specifics, general ballpark. Now, all this is to essentially say that no matter what you are manifesting, the people involved will pick up on your thoughts in one form or another. You are constantly sending out energetic signals based on what you are thinking, feeling, and being aware of. So if you're manifesting a job, thinking things like, oh, I'm not qualified, oh, they seem a little bit like they're a bit of an arrogant company, oh, this, that, and the other, and it's something negative, guess what? The people involved are picking up on that in one form or another, and you'll find yourself having responses that might be in alignment with it. Maybe they're super blunt to you the next time they talk, and it's because they just got a strange vibe from your most recent email, or something like that. Or your specific person. You might be thinking things like, oh, they just don't seem too interested in initiating first, and then all of a sudden they just stop initiating first, and it's because they've had thoughts that they've picked up on that are in alignment with not initiating. But it works the other way as well. They will pick up on your positive thoughts too. Therefore, if you're focusing on thinking about marriage and joy and love and peace, guess what they're going to be thinking? Love, joy, happiness, peace. The only reason why your reality may not reflect as much in the way that you would like it to, despite the thoughts that you are having, is because it's your thoughts at all times. Your subconscious mind is always working, and therefore your states of consciousness are always being listened to. So having a couple of good thoughts while they'll be picked up on doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be outworking the negative thoughts that you're having as well. Remember what I always say, the dominant story is what manifests. So we're going to want to ensure that these thoughts that we are having are the dominant thoughts that we are feeding our subconscious mind, so that we can ensure that not only are they picking up on these thoughts, but they're acting upon them. They're making the moves to get you to where you desire to be with this job, or with this realtor, or with this specific person, or with a family member, or with a friend. It doesn't matter who they are, what connection you have to them, how far away from them you are, how long ago it was that you spoke to them. If you have thoughts about them, they will be picking up on them. I've had this all throughout my relationship with Katie, where it'll be like she's other side of town and she'll message me something similar to what I was just thinking about. Or she'll be sat right next to me and I'll be thinking about something and then she will mention it immediately after. How many of you have had silly examples like when you've been thinking, I really want McDonald's, and all of a sudden your parent or friend or mum's like, should we go get McDonald's? just picking up on your thoughts. That's all it is. It's not some like weird, spooky, woo-woo coincidence. They're just picking up on the energies that you feed them. So why not make it work for you with your deepest desires? Why not make it work for you when it comes to a relationship, that amazing job, that, what other examples could I use? That house, that sale, writing off that debt, money from your grandparents. If they're picking up on your thoughts at all times, why not, or picking up on the thoughts regarding them at all times, why not just feed them the story that you want them to receive? And when I say feed them, I mean feed yourself, because your thoughts create your reality. What you're feeding your subconscious mind is what gets pushed out for you to experience. So it works two ways. Not only is it more enjoyable to think the positive thoughts and think as though they are in this relationship, think as though XYZ thing happens, but it also creates in your reality. It also creates an outcome where you experience them doing what you desire them to do. So why not just do it anyway? What purpose would there ever be allowing yourself to think negative? Because it sucks for you in the moment, and then it creates for you, which means it sucks for you again when it happens. You experience emotional and mental damage, and then physical and mental damage when it happens again. Well, I suppose you experience all of them, really, I suppose, depending on what it is. But you get what I mean. Like, you experience it up here and it hurts, and then you experience it out there and it hurts. So understand and remember that your specific person, or whoever it is that is involved, is picking up on your thoughts. They're picking up on your energies, your feelings, your state of awareness. Why not ensure that they're picking up on things that draw them towards you, as opposed to pushing them away? I really hope this helps. If it has, drop me a like and a comment to let me know, and it pushes it out in the algorithm for more people to see. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and be sure to click that bell icon. And if you do need any one-to-one help from me, down below in the description is the links to everything I offer. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.